Myers Motorhome Madness is going on all month long at all 3 Rochester area Myers RV locations. Over 275 new and used RVs ready to roll. Choose from the top brands like Integra, Forest River, Thor, Jayco, and East West, all at the best prices in the market. Incredible deals on prior year Class C rental models starting at just $74,897. Family owned since 1967. Myers RV has been family owned since 1967. Myers RV has been your trusted Rochester RV expert for generations. Now with 3 convenient locations in Caledonia, Farmington, and Webster. Don't miss the biggest deals of the season during Myers Motorhome Madness. Your dream RV adventure awaits. Learn more at MyersRVs.com today. Well, hello, my friends. It's Bill. And if you love great conversation, ridiculous stories, and a little controlled chaos, you're in the right spot. It's Billified. We'd love you to check out BillMoranProductions.com. Favorite it. You can stream the latest podcast there, watch some behind-the-scenes shenanigans, and even witness our legendary karaoke adventure, because nothing says top-tier entertainment like us belting down an 80s power ballad. And hey, if you want to help keep the pirate ship afloat, there's a link in the podcast description to become a supporter. We appreciate you. We love you here at Billified.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport, and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. That's when we're recording this. We brought, we got Kevin in green. Matt, no green.
No green today.
No green.
Wore it on
just his breath. Good, yeah. And then we found Darren Wynne returning.
Absolutely useless he is. Colorblind. He actually thought that it was green this morning.
It was a rough night.
Was it?
No.
How about Saturday? Saturday rough?
Saturday was a little rough, yeah.
What?
Drinking those Labatt green lights?
You got the pictures, right?
What?
Didn't you get pictures?
No.
From, what's her name? Why am I drawing a blank on
Laura? Laura?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't get pictures
She took
either.
like 4 or 5 pictures with us, and she said she was sending them to you.
Nope. Somebody got lit up enough that she forgot.
Yeah.
Well, where was this?
Shamrock Jacks.
Oh, yeah. I did see your post saying that you had a great time and the DJ.
We hung out for a while, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
We were there for a while. That setup was amazing.
Well, the tent and all. Yeah,
they've never done one that big.
No, and
this thing was like a building.
They've jacked those prices of the tents way up
I can only
too.
imagine.
Yeah,
I figured
that's
probably
why
about $10,000 for that thing.
I don't know, but that's why I think they were charging this year, weren't they?
$20.
$20 to get in, and then they also had a VIP section.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw Petsing.
That must have been a pre-sale only because they didn't offer that at the door.
I think you're right. I think you're right, and he's kept. I saw some stuff on Facebook. I saw him like the week prior. Because they also own the Mary Wee, which is the small Irish pub in Webster.
Own Shamrock stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
They just went and owned. I think that's awesome.
Who's that?
Why is she looking?
It's Laura,
why is
who's
she
been
looking
on
two
the
different
pod
ways?
every once in a while.
She's looking left and right at the same time.
A couple too many beers.
Wait, her eye looks like she got a black eye, didn't she?
Matt?
No, not Matt. Definitely not Matt. We already
Too many
got
pictures of me and her boyfriend got mad. I don't know.
But it was a good time out there.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
It's packed.
You got to get a blue light Christmas tree. They got that Jameson tree.
I was going to go back.
Save them all from all throughout
You
the
know
year.
they did that for a woman that worked there and died.
What?
She had started that idea, the Jameson tree.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
she was collecting all the bottles. So when she passed away, they continued to do it to build that for her, which is really cool.
Yeah, it is
I feel
cool.
like in a year's worth of time, you could put enough bottles back that you
Definitely.
could get that built.
I know.
Nice 8-footer.
So we
But I can
call
do it by
those
Christmas.
we call those ladies the equator.
The equator?
With the kind of weird eyes.
Oh, yeah, why?
One blue east and one blue west.
Darren, we've missed you.
Bill, I haven't missed you at all.
All right, so let's say this. We talked about St. Patrick's Day. Big deal down at Shamrock Jack's. Big deal over here at Mulconry's.
That's that Irish bar across the road.
Yes.
What's it called? Damien's the owner?
Damien is the owner.
Such a nice
Packed all the Irish bars on East Avenue, too.
Yeah, and all the Irish bars on East Avenue.
Unbelievable.
What's the biggest misconception Americans have about St. Patrick's Day and how Irish people really celebrate?
I feel that the Americans think that we actually don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
So if you had went on today at about 9 o'clock this morning to the Temple Bar live webcam, you would have seen Temple Bar pub in Dublin absolutely jammed.
Yeah.
Like outside.
Yeah.
That's just outside.
9 a.m. their time or our time?
9 hour time. So they're already starting so right now.
They started yesterday?
Yeah. Well, it's a holiday. It's a bank holiday in Ireland today. So they take off. They're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then sometimes they'll go back to work on Tuesday.
That sounds like when Bill didn't have kids living here.
Wow.
So for me, when I come over here, it's it's very Americanized.
Yeah.
People don't think that we celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
See, I always thought it was more almost like a religious holiday in Ireland.
It is a holy holiday.
Yes, a holy day.
But the Irish go, let's go drinking.
Because my brother said
Jesus turned wine into Jameson, or water into Jameson.
Jesus. Namare Padre de Espiritu Santos.
He said that he went to Dublin, but Dublin has become like a city that's got a lot of influence from around the world, so there was a big party. But I thought, in places where my family was and all, you went to church.
Oh, yeah. Some people still go to church in those rural areas.
Yeah, it's called the bar.
That's
well,
where,
then they go right to the bar
and
afterwards.
The bartender is now the priest. You say you give your confession to him, and he just gives you a pint of Guinness.
I always think the Irish people look at Americans and think, yes, just as St. Patty wanted. But I guess they don't look down on us a little bit with the way we celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
No, I think, it's a very, I was saying this the other day to a kind of group of friends that we were out with. I was like, it's kind of like now a DEI holiday.
Yeah.
Diversity, equity, inclusion, because everybody wants to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Only 7.4 billion.
They're going to cancel it then.
Don't say anything.
Did you know that there's a whole memorial in Lower Manhattan?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
My son.
It's right beside Battery Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Irish. They brought over. It's called the Hunger. I think it's
not the Hunger Games.
Not the Hunger Games. I think it's called the Hunger Memorial.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the Hunger Memorial. I didn't even know this existed. My son sends me a video today because he was going to the parade, and then he loves to go to Little Ireland, which is up in Yonkers,
right?
Which is kind of outside New York City. But he was all excited, and I never knew this existed, and it is soil. It's built on like a cement platform, rolling hills.
Exactly
is what it looks like, and it's soil from Ireland.
Yeah.
And it's all to the people who came over for the potato.
Cool.
I never knew it was there.
Commemoration of the Great Irish Famine.
Yeah.
Irish Hunger Memorial.
Yeah.
I was there actually probably about 10 years ago.
So it's been around. How did I never?
It's not far from 9/11.
No, it's right beside.
We get all our memorials.
Get them all right along.
You can kick
Memorial tour.
Bill,
Memorial tour.
Go do the tour. That's
a walking memorial tour.
Yeah, but your brother owns a pub in London,
in Wembley.
In Wembley.
Yeah.
Now, how are they? Because there was always a little bit of with the Southern Ireland and
Jeez, Bill, you have to bring that back up again.
And the Brits. A little bit.
Yeah.
Even to the point where I think there's some whiskeys, like there's Protestant whiskey versus, Catholic whiskey.
So Jameson is an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Catholic whiskey.
Yeah.
And then the one that's up in Portadown, it'll come to me in a second. They're a Protestant whiskey.
Yeah.
And there's a battle between Bushmills.
Bushmills, yeah.
That's the one.
It's a Protestant whiskey. Yeah. And so it's a big deal in Ireland. I don't know if the rest of the world is even aware, but...
Yeah, it's still going on to this day. Even Celtic and Rangers played just this weekend in Scotland in the Scottish Premier League.
Okay.
And Rangers beat Celtic. I think it was at Celtic Park. And they lost 3-2. And the guy scored the goal and he went up and he just done this. Shh. Yeah. But yeah, it's still a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
No, there's the war itself is pretty much.
Oh, it's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
But
most people.
There's still people around. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Speaking in dark corners and smoke and mirrors and all that kind of stuff. So
If I walked into an Irish pub, or I should say if Kevin walked into an Irish pub, this is one of Kevin's favorite drinks, is he ordered an Irish car bomb.
oh Jesus.
No, I read an article. They call them Irish slams over there now.
Okay. What would happen?
So I think I told you this story before.
Yeah.
I was dating this girl from Buffalo,
Yes.
and she was in Dublin, and that's how we kind of met. And we ended up going to a bar kind of nightclub, and she was like, "Oh, let's do Irish car bombs." And I was like, "Whoa, you can't say that around here." Like literally, the IRA bombed like one street over, back in the 80s. I says, "You can't say it." And the guy turned around, and he looked at her, and I says, "It's all right, she's American." So that's like, seriously.
It is a thing.
I was at the parade on
Irish slams.
I read an article yesterday because it said reasons you shouldn't order an Irish car bomb, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a great article. It's gonna be like you're going to get cancer or some shit. And it was talking about the bombings,
Yes,
and how most bars won't serve it. Some have kind of come around, but they call it an Irish slam now.
Right.
So I was actually down just outside Salinger's, and there was a group of guys around like, "Oh, do you want to go do an Irish car bomb?" And I just looked at them, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Never mind."
See, America
figure it
fucks
out.
everything out.
Well, we just don't get it because we've never had like the thing that I
It's
always
like going.
think
It's like going to New York City and ordering a 9/11.
okay, yeah, it is. It is like that, but because we've never really had anything where all of a sudden we're walking down the street and mysteriously, here comes Uncle Joe's arm flying because somebody car bombed him. That
It was more like it wasn't Uncle Joe, it was Uncle Paddy.
But so we never had that stuff, and I don't think that people make the connection. It's just meant a fun thing. It's naive, right? I think they're more naive than anything. I would say it's done. I would say innocence, but ignorance would be the right word.
I would have to agree
Ignorance.
with you.
Yeah, it's ignorance for sure, and it's not meant to be malicious when people do it. But I remember my grandmother would get so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I would agree. Like I even stopped this girl. I was like, "You can't say that."
No.
She's like, "Why?" And I was like, "We have them all the time back in America." You're in Ireland.
People,
I'm
Can I say
surprised that they
Irish
haven't
car bombs?
changed that here, though.
It's
because
like trying to order a Bud Light at an Irish pub.
I don't know that people really know out of all the wars in the world, we never really learned in American history anything about the
true.
the North-South
No,
Ireland war.
and one of the things growing up was like,
And it was still going on,
yeah,
by the
like
way,
one
when
of the
I was
things
growing up.
was like we learned about all of the wars in the world growing up, like the American Civil War,
Yeah.
like the North and the South. But I also watched that on the show as well. That was another thing that my mom used to like. But like I learned about everything, and like back over here, it's just the American history.
Yeah, it's American history, or sometimes you'll get some, the dynasties of China and Asia, right?
Yeah.
The Roman Empire, things that happened in Italy. You get some World War II. You never really learned, and I think part of it was still going on when I was in school. Like I do remember guys coming over here, and they would say there was a group, and I remember asking my parents, and I think they pretended they didn't know what I was asking. But I thought there was a group called the Westies. There was an Irish mafia, basically, in New York City that funded a lot of the war. And they did some brutal stuff, like allegedly when they caught somebody, they had cut off a guy's hand and kept it in the freezer. So whenever they would commit a crime or a murder, they would wrap his hand around the gun and then put it back in the
See,
freezer.
us Irish are absolute geniuses.
that is genius.
We invent Guinness, and
The
then we just
more you drink,
cut
the more
people-
fucked up ideas
Exactly
you get.
right.
The New York City mobs never thought of something that smart.
No, I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know. I just remember reading about that, and there was whole books on the Westies, and they were like this very low key, man. People, they didn't raise a lot of attention to themselves.
No one batted an eyelid, and then all of a sudden,
right,
then you
but
fuck up, then you're getting battered.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's I like those kind of people.
All right, we'll take a moment. The big thing coming up is the NCAA tournament, and there's some controversy with it. Now, Darren is an NCAA soccer coach or football coach, as we should say. Division.
We're actually not NCAA. We're USCAA.
Okay.
Which is a smaller colleges conference.
Yeah.
National conference.
But I'd love to. I'm sure you're familiar with whatever the controversy I'm going to bring up with UNC.
North Carolina.
Yeah. And just.
Didn't they get in?
They
gotta
did,
play in.
but there's a little bit of a. They got to play in. And should we be upset about the 68th overall team? I don't know, except that it doesn't look good.
It looks really bad.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say it doesn't look good. Matt says it's really bad. I would have to say he's probably right. But we will get into a little bit of that as the and I just want to say this. You're going to watch the game. Over 50 TVs in one spot, BTB. You get those Italian disco fries,
right.
which I had never heard of. And I was so excited when I saw the title. I go, where did this come from?
Fuck is a BTB?
It's the place he runs out in Greece.
Yeah, it's a restaurant in Greece.
Yeah.
Sports bar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Right at the Greece Ridge Mall.
Oh, is that what was the name of the place before that?
Hooligans.
Oh yeah. I've heard some great stuff about. We actually had food out there last year.
Oh, nice.
It was really good.
Good.
The Italian disco fries covered in mozzarella, vodka sauce, and pesto. That I like pesto. I was like, that sounds great.
Can you do something with Guinness?
Yeah.
There's an Irish touch.
Just got to make sure it's not something we Americanized.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna send out a survey monkey to find out.
Did you do at one point, I thought there was like some kind
Guinness
of,
something.
yes, that it was soaked in Guinness and it just,
I don't remember
like,
what it was.
yeah,
Get
there
a
was
steak or
something,
something.
Guinness steak or something.
There was
you guys
something
did.
wild.
Yeah. The Hurry Up and Get Here spring salad. I love the name. Romaine, strawberries, grapes, sunflower seeds, red peppers, feta cheese, and cucumbers. Have you had that?
I have not.
Oh.
Dude, he's never had a salad. What are you talking
I
about?
never had a salad.
He's actually a Caesar salad guy. Believe it or not.
I actually
The
do
only
like
thing
salad.
he said had Caesar was watching a movie with Gladiator or something. Come on.
But even just the simple things, like tonight we just got a grilled chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
They do that fantastic.
Well, the
too.
grilled chicken sandwich, but they add the nice touch. There's like delicious thick cut bacon.
Oh, I had that for you.
That is so good. And then salmon, sweet chili glazed salmon served over a rice pilaf served with asparagus.
No, I haven't had that one either.
Sounds delicious.
Me neither.
And then, are you going to be, obviously, what time are you opening on regular time, right? What is it, tip off at
We open
noon?
11, so yeah, noon's not till 12 or 12:15 for the first
Thursday?
game, so we're good.
When is this? Thursday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you got playing games tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yep, and then Thursday starts the real tournament.
Yeah, the real deal.
Yep.
All right, we will get into a little discussion about UNC and what's going on and should the NCAA get to all that right after this. Life throws challenges. Work injuries shouldn't steal your peace of mind. When you're hurt on the job, there's one team that fights for you, Connors and Ferris. Look, dealing with workers' compensation is complicated. Insurance companies, employers, legal paperwork, it's overwhelming. Not anymore. Call 262-COMP. That's right, just 262-COMP and let Connors and Ferris take the weight off your shoulders. They don't just handle claims, they secure your rights, your benefits, your future. They have offices across New York State, New York City, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. They're always there working for people. Stop worrying, start healing. Connors and Ferris, advocating for workers, delivering peace of mind. Call right now, 262-COMP. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. The NCAA March Madness, probably, is it the greatest sports tournament that we can think of in America?
In America, yes.
In America. I mean, I love it, and I don't really follow college basketball. But I was watching some stuff, and I thought, I had some thoughts on this whole, I don't know if we call it a debacle, but you said it looks terrible. The Tar Heels getting in with the 68th overall. They did give Duke a run. I only saw maybe one game this year. They took Duke deep. That was about it.
Wasn't that the last game of the season where they actually done
Yeah.
The last game of the season, then they played again.
lane
in the tournament,
violation?
too. Yeah.
and the kid stepped on the.
Yeah.
What?
So this whole thing has
Trade
sparked-
him. Trade that kid straight away.
No more scholarship for you.
No, dropped 30% minus.
But there's major controversy because many believe they were on the tournament bubble. And then all of a sudden they get into the actual tournament. And so when we look at this, I think the athletic director was on the selection committee or might have been the head of the selection
he's on the
committee.
board or he's in charge of the board.
Right. And so if they make it into the tournament, which is this considered making it into the tournament?
Yes,
It's
they
the
do
68th? It
consider
is. Okay. That gets him like $76,000 more dollars. And if they go certain point in the tournament, which could happen. I mean, they're not.
76.
I thought it was 70. Oh, no, 67 for making the tournament, 100K. Thank you.
100K.
It's my dyslexia.
What's that
kicks in.
as a coach? What's that in an athletic department budget of a major D1 school?
So let me stop you right there for a second. Before we want to talk about dyslexia. Did I ever tell you about the dyslexic guy who walked into a bra? No. Okay.
I'm kidding. I just seem to do that a lot with numbers, like reverse them in my memory. Because I said 76, it's 67. I knew those were the two.
Into 100 if they win.
If they win
tomorrow?
If they for a deep run. No, I thought it had to be a deep run, but I don't know what that is. Is that the Sweet 16? Is that the Elite 8? I don't know what a deep run would be considered.
So I know
Sweet 16.
But I mean, football was getting $1 million for each round of the football playoffs they made.
No, this is just him personally, not
Just
the
him.
whole-
Oh,
no,
just the AD?
this is him.
Personally.
The athletic
Was
director.
it like a
has
bonus
nothing to
structure
do
in his
with any of
contract or
this.
something?
But yet he's on the board. So how is that fair to have these guys on the board?
Okay, so that's the great question. And somebody else said, look, I know this guy. He's a great guy. He was the athletic director, was in Indiana prior to coming to UNC. And then the guy threw a whole bunch of shade on, like, don't tell me. He goes, there's a lot of backroom deals made with this over the years. But
it's a board. It's not like it's one guy saying, yeah, we're in and screw everybody else.
Well, if he was the president of the board, wouldn't you
Yeah.
not think that he would not have a vote when it came to his own team?
So that's what they say.
Because like when I want to recommend a player to All-American, I can recommend him, but I can't speak about him.
Okay. So I think he is not allowed. I think they put up North Carolina and he has to either leave the room or he can't do anything. But the question becomes, what kind of influence does he have? He's on the committee. I thought he was the head of the committee, man.
I think he's the head of committee too.
Yeah, I thought I had read he's the head of the committee.
Does it say who they bumped?
The rules require him to, it would be like Indiana could have got in. I think there were some West Virginia.
His former school.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I think it was.
But I feel like it's more that
teams
cachet of.
well deserved it over North.
But it's that cachet of North Carolina. Who's going to watch West Virginia versus who's going to watch North Carolina?
It doesn't matter. The quad one records are say it all. They only beat one quad one school.
Yeah, they did.
And the other ones beat 4 or 5.
Right.
So they should have been in easily over them.
So how much are we rooting for them to not even to
I'm
lose?
never rooting for that shitty team.
But
It'd be like me rooting for the Eagles. It ain't happening.
who do
But
you
you know the funny thing is like obviously from an Irish perspective, looking back, like the two big teams that you would look at were the Yankees for baseball and the North Carolina Tar Heels back in Ireland because of Michael Jordan.
Really? Okay.
So those were like, Tar Heels.
Right.
So, but like for me, like I didn't even know who Duke was like growing up. It was until I got involved with basketball, and from there then was able to know all of these college programs.
That's interesting because you're right. I don't remember Duke being that big.
They weren't until the late
The
80s.
92s.
Until they're like early 90s. I mean, Christian Laettner, and then they started really getting some high-profile
They went
guys.
91, 92. They went back-to-back. That was the first team in 30 years to do it. But before that, they had lost like 4 or 5 Final Fours, I think. And they weren't very good. Other than those few years, they were terrible.
How do you remember all this shit?
I don't know. I can't remember yesterday. But
No,
I can
but I
remember
mean,
that
that's
shit.
like
Well,
amazing.
I just watched a documentary last night. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
All right.
Fucking cheater.
I had a
Oh, listen, if
refresher.
you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's what my
but-
assistant coach always says.
How many years did you play professionally?
About 12.
As a goalie?
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
In bits now. Like a bag of Legos. In bits. Everything hurts.
I'm sure.
Yeah, like I've had both my hips replaced.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
All the riding I was doing built now, man. It's all the landing on the because goalkeepers
sure.
are different.
It's all the
Constant
salad
landing on it,
You're
yeah.
just landing on it all the time, even in training. Like I was training our goalkeepers today for the college team, and we were talking about I was talking about his technique, diving with 2 hands, diving with 1 hand, and he was like, "Oh, it's like over in Germany because he's a German keeper." He says we're taught how to dive with 2 hands. I says you just have to make that judgment yourself. It's not like this is how you have to do it. There's like a little bit of leniency on both sides. So but like diving on the ground, like I had him diving all over the place today. I must have had him probably hitting the ground like 500 times each side in his left and right hip.
Really?
Have you met Billy Andracki?
Oh, I know Billy, yeah.
he's
I know
good too.
Billy,
He's
yeah.
good too.
Yeah, Billy's a good mate of mine.
But so when you have your hip replaced, what was happening? Like, could you hardly
I
walk?
couldn't even sit down.
You couldn't sit down.
I
Really?
was driving like this. Like on one side of my hip.
Yeah.
Like the good hip, that was the one I was leaning on.
Wow.
Yeah, and I got it done, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm like literally painless.
It's crazy, isn't it?
But like, it's probably also the amount of hydroxycodone they've had to give it and morphine. But to be fair, about 4 days later, it was actually pretty good. Like just being able to sit in a chair.
Matt
had
had
to keep worrying about.
Matt had a bad thing happen, bringing the garbage back up. Right, just that thin little bit of ice.
Oh,
went
dude,
down.
I done it like 4
He
weeks
dove
ago.
with one hand instead of two.
Do you need surgery?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
So I got to go back every 2 weeks. They take the cast off, do the x-rays and check. But right now, no. So
Yeah,
let's
that's
hope.
good. That's great.
I fell in January
On
on my elbow, shoulder, hip.
Jesus.
I was like, oh, Jays, it's very icy over here, honey. And she was like, all right, be careful. And then all of a sudden, I went missing. And she's like, where did he go?
Doesn't take much.
Tits over
man.
elbows.
Yep.
There's a great actually ring. I have a ring camera, and I pulled it up, and I was like, "Oh Jesus, look at the state." Of
Yeah,
it. I wasn't even drinking.
The
It's a Sunday morning.
Probably why you fell.
I know, right?
That's what I said. See,
yes, yes.
said I was sober. That was the
I
problem.
should have been the lead in Walt Disney on Ice.
If you can't sleep at 2 a.m., why count sheep when you can count savings instead? Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram makes it easy to shop anytime in any attire at victorcdjr.com. That's right. No need to put on pants. Browse their entire Ram 1500 truck inventory from the comfort of your couch. Right now, check out the incredible deals on the Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cab 4x4. You can lease it for just $329 per month for 39 months. First payment, DMV taxes, and fees due at signing. Need financing? Head to the Finance tab on victorcdjr.com. Use their payment calculator to see what your payments could be and get pre-approved with just a few clicks. When you're ready, the only thing left to do is to visit Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in person. And we ask that you put on pants first. So remember, even when you can't sleep, VictorCDJR.com is always awake and waiting for you. Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where your dream ride is just a click away. Leo's. You know what Leo's does? It makes life easier. Yeah, I like to go in there. I'm a big fan of Boar's Head cold cuts. Leo's carries Boar's Head cold cuts. They have a grab-and-go case, so I don't have to wait in line at the deli. They have prepackaged, freshly, half-pound of Boar's Head roast beef, let's say. I can grab that, half-pound of cheese, and I'm in line and out the door. I probably grab some other things too, like their stuffed bread. I love Leo's stuffed bread. Heat that up. It's a great snack. It's a great snack when the kids come home and they're hungry and all that. And, you know, you got busy lives right now. Maybe you need to grab some meals just to have in the fridge. You can get everything from chicken parm, full salads, delicious quiches. It's all there and available to you at Leo's. And, of course, you got to get the cannolis. You go to Leo's, you got to come home with the cannoli. You don't come home with the cannolis, you're in trouble. Leo's, what's the best thing about Leo's? Everything. On Dispatch Drive in East Rochester, open every day.
Have you ever gone full Irish on like a referee just to fuck with them?
Oh,
Like just start swearing at him in like Gaelic or Irish?
I wouldn't swear him, but like I would lose my temper a little bit. Some of the referees are not great over here in the US. Like, and even like the English lads, like, coach, like that wasn't a foul. I'm like, I know it wasn't a foul. You know it wasn't a foul. Him, not so much.
Well, yeah, it's not.
But it's, you know, to be fair, like it's just the game is different. The American game for football, soccer is way different compared to back in Europe.
We fucked it up again?
Yep.
Well, like, think of it this way, right? FIFA,
Yeah.
the international like body
Talk about a
for soccer, right?
problem in there.
Right? Yeah. Well, brown bags.
They let North Carolina in.
Yeah, they actually were the ones that actually let North Carolina into the tournament.
They sent their vote in.
So like brown bags, brown envelopes, all of that going through. But like FIFA is the international body for soccer.
Yeah.
But then you come to America, and it's the NCAA have one rule. They do.
The
NCAA women have another rule. The USL has the FIFA rule. The MLS has the FIFA rule, and the schoolboy soccer has the FIFA rule. High school has a different rule compared to college.
That's ridiculous.
Why?
It's the same thing with hockey. We have Tyler's travel team plays
Same
USA Hockey.
Same with
But
basketball.
high school plays a different set of rules.
The International Federation is FIBA,
That's what it should
Why
be.
do you guys change everything compared to?
Because we have to fuck it up and Americanize it.
We don't trust you guys. Come on, we all left there.
I don't drink anything. Like, what are you talking about?
So, like, the men's and women's teams that compete nationally for this, obviously, for gold and everything, they have to learn all these rules because a lot of them don't learn them
So
growing up.
women's NCAA basketball has a different rule compared to the men's.
Stupid.
Like even the referee, like when you do a 3-man rotation in referees for women's basketball, if you call a foul, you stay bench side. In basketball for men's, you go opposite.
Oh,
And even high school, you go opposite.
I didn't know that.
But last year they just changed it to men's for men's college. You stay on the women's side. Like, it's the women's rule. It's the women's rotation mechanic.
Huh.
But like, why do it? Why not just have it for FIBA? It's 8 seconds, 8 seconds backcourt violation for FIBA. 24 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Why do you guys need to do 35 seconds?
I agree.
For a country that wants high scoring,
Right.
why do that?
Because we have to.
You
put
have
our
to
stamp on.
Americanize
Well,
it.
we have to put our stamp on it. I mean,
exactly.
it almost feels that way. Like we're trying to put our stamp on whatever that is.
Yeah, it's mental. I don't understand it. If I'm living in a certain area, like, so for example, if I'm back in Ireland, I want the Irish country to be prosper.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be going in the right direction.
Right.
And I think sometimes you have to take a step back
Yep.
to go forward,
I agree.
right? So I feel with how America is after voting, they're tired of what's after happening. And now they want to change.
Yep.
So, like, for me, it's, we'll see after 4 years.
I think it's a step back for 2025. I agree.
Yeah.
And I think from there it'll be forward.
Yeah.
You got to fix the problems.
Yeah.
Right. And I think the tariff does some of that to
I
a
think the
certain
tariffs
degree.
are going to be more of a threat. That's a negotiating ploy.
It was the same
Sure.
as like Canada. We're like, oh, well, we're going to stick another 25%.
Right.
All right, well, we're going to stick 100%.
I hear they're doing that on-
And they're like,
Exactly.
oh, sorry, we're taking all the tariffs
Yeah.
off.
I hear they're doing that on Pornhub. Pornhub's a Canadian
They're gonna shut Pornhub off.
website.
Kevin, what are you going to do, man?
Well, that's what I said. I go, well, don't we have in the United States? I didn't know this. X Hamster. I've never been there. I didn't even. Anybody look at X Hamster?
I've seen it.
What's
okay.
X-Hamster?
A friend turned me on to it not too long ago.
Hold on.
Well, it's American, my friend. So you're
Hold on. X-Hamster, I take it as a porn site.
yes.
So
It's
a
based in the
friend
US.
turned you onto it.
It was a female,
Is
not a male.
that a play on words?
But I didn't realize how many porn sites are Canadian based.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know.
Now, I'm going to tell you, like, as a European, I think the Canadians are way more liberal about their sexual conquests or whatever you want to call it than Americans are.
Oh, I think the
Because
whole world is.
Because there ain't shit to do up there.
Yeah, maybe, but I think the whole world is
Like
a lot more.
a friend of mine was telling me she lives in Vancouver, and she was in a bathroom, and all of a sudden, like, this penis came through a hole, and
What?
she's like, "What?
That's called a glory hole, Bill.
Yeah, yeah,
No, wait. Where was this?
Vancouver,
In Vancouver.
yeah."
Really?
And I was like, "What did you do?" She was like, "Ew, ew, ew," in a really Irish accent, and I was like, "Well, I feel the Canadians are very more in tune with their sexual exploits."
It's cold.
What? Yeah, that is pretty odd though that it would come through a glory hole in the bathroom.
I was like, this was in
never
a
heard
group
of
chat.
that.
What kind of
This
bar
is
was
a-
she in?
Yeah,
This
I
was
mean,
in a group chat.
Huh?
This was in a group chat with like all of our friends. Like,
Oh, she's
and I was
telling
like,
every-
what? Everybody's like, what?
Haven't been
Really?
once at BTB. I just walked out.
Well, how about Ireland? Ireland uptight with that stuff?
Well, Ireland's actually very forward thinking. I would say that Ireland follows how New York usually does things. So back when the smoking ban came in years and years and years ago,
Yeah.
New York was the first state in the US to go through the smoking ban, like eliminate it from bars, restaurants, and stuff like that. But Ireland was the first country in the world.
Oh.
So when New York went, for gay marriage, Ireland was like, we'll just do it across the whole country.
Really?
So it was literally about 2 months later, Ireland was like, we're doing it.
Is Ireland a big smoking country?
Used to be. But see, I feel there's all this vape stuff is like, I just think it's,
Where are they on the weed?
always on the ganja.
Is that legal over there or no?
No.
That's not.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I haven't been there in I haven't lived there in 20 years.
Yeah.
How dare you ask me that question?
No weed, but they can they just blow lines in the bathroom.
So we don't do the way you guys do weed, where it's like kind of the bud. We do hash.
Oh,
so it's like
hash is
baked.
different. Yeah,
it's stronger.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
I was a hash fan.
Oh,
smoked in Spain,
dude, absolutely out of my head.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Just cabbaged.
Yeah, it's freaking great. What was it when you worked hospitality when the smoking ban came in New York? Big deal. I remember
people bitched.
Big deal.
Yeah, people bitched about it.
But did it cut into business?
No.
And in the end, I think
it probably picked up business.
It was like a month or so where it finally turned around. People were pissed off at first, but then it just became normal.
Yeah, and you weren't going home smelling like you stood next to a campfire.
Like, for instance, somebody like me who doesn't smoke, it was the greatest thing you could ever do.
Sure. Right.
And now you think about it, like you go into a restaurant and somebody was smoking, it'd be terrible.
If you go into North Carolina, like where I think you can still smoke,
yeah.
it's almost it's almost jarring because it's been so long.
I should ask my buddy DJ was in Charlotte this weekend. I should ask him if there was smoking in the bars there.
Yeah, I don't know if
it still
changed
exists or not.
I don't think there's in Charlotte.
Maybe it's in some of the bigger cities where they don't want you to smoke in bars.
Could be.
Because I know Charlotte, you had to go outside.
Yeah, and I was in Raleigh about 5-6 years ago, and they didn't allow smoking inside. So
they
it might
didn't?
only be certain areas.
Oh, because I was in
only Waffle House.
I'm going.
Waffle House, yeah.
I'm probably going there. If
you don't smoke Waffle House, they throw you the fuck out.
Early 2000s, and it was in that triad area. Yeah,
and they definitely did back then.
Yeah,
because it was a shock to us.
That was like early 2000s. I was like, what?
But it's crazy that you could just smoke on planes.
Yeah.
Now you can't turn your cell phone on, but you can smoke a cigarette on a plane.
Yeah, like the tar in the cigarette is not going to mess with any of the instruments over the course of 15 years.
Not at all. Don't worry about it.
None, zero.
We make all these dumb rules, but what about Ireland in terms of prude or not prude? When we say, because I remember having neighbors from Sweden, and these girls, they were young. They go, "Mom, we're going to an American beach. You have to keep your top on." Where over there, and not so much maybe Sweden, but anywhere in Europe, you would have to travel to.
So
Spain
you can
or whatever.
Go to Spain, yeah. There's like naked beaches and stuff.
And
like
it's
that
not even really like it's not. It's just what it is. We're here, man.
But the kids,
we go and peek, and it's always big, fat, ugly.
So I was living in Gran Canaria, which is off the coast of Morocco. I was there for about just under a year. I think it was 11 months, 10 months.
Couldn't even stay there a full year. That sounds gorgeous there.
Yeah, it was crazy. So the thing for me, a lot of my mates came over. I was only there about 3 or 4 weeks, and they were all like, "Oh, let's go down to the beach." So we ended up on the beach, but we ended up in the naked beach. So there was what you were saying, ugly, big
dicks and balls.
wieners, dicks and balls, boobies hanging out. I ended up falling asleep, and I woke up a Reese's Pieces bar.
Woke up next to the glory hole.
I was just why I'm covered in blisters and everything. None of the lads wanted to wake me up or nothing and say, "Hey, listen, roll over." They don't. They're fuck them. They don't care. So, to be honest, prudish, I don't think the Irish are at all.
No, I don't think so either. But
we're too outgoing to be prudish.
Yeah, and there's always
we're not introverts. Irish, you might find a couple of introverts in Ireland.
Yeah,
probably more than a couple, but we're all we just love to have a laugh.
Well, I always think that it's the intro extra kind of combo. For some people, need to recharge, and so they'll go away for a little while. But overall, it's loud and it's
obnoxious.
Nah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it could be, I guess. But fun. Fun.
Definitely fun.
Always a good fun.
Definitely fun.
Feeling stuck, stressed, like something's holding you back? I want you to go see my friend Sheila Tillich. You've heard her on the podcast. She's a transformative healer. I just experienced my first session with Sheila, and I got to tell you, it was more than I ever expected. Sheila has a unique approach that addresses the, quote, issues in your tissues, uncovering and releasing stored emotions that we've built up over the years, the stuff we've stuffed down, and all those energetic blocks that hinder your well-being. Why take my word for it? Experience it for yourself. And you can do that by visiting SheilaTillich.com to book your healing journey. Sheila Tillich, because true healing begins from within. It's time to explore the world of legal recreational cannabis at MJ Dispensary. This is the go-to spot for top quality products and expert guidance. Whether you're looking for edibles, infused drinks, pre-rolls, or more. Their knowledgeable bud tenders will help you find exactly what suits you best. Need a little extra focus and concentration? They've got something that can help that too at MJ Dispensary. Delivery is available, or you can stop by in person at 900 Jefferson Road, Suite 902. Give them a call anytime at 585-222-WEED, or visit mjdispensary585.com to learn more. MJ Dispensary, because knowledge is power. And good vibes are always in stock at MJ Dispensary. Well, Kevin was out. We did the parade on Saturday.
We did.
And then we went up at...
I saw you.
I know. I heard.
I was like, you bastards never even sent me an invite. The only Irish person truly to walk the parade.
Right? You think they'd want to be with you.
It's kind of fair. There's no invite needed. Just show up.
Just show up.
They don't
did he
invite
know
another
it was
fucking American, but they should at least invite the Irish guy.
Exactly.
Right?
It's our bleeding holiday.
You should have just jumped the gate and walked with us.
that would've been
jumping
great.
the gate would probably put me back or something like that.
Well, what happened? What did you do there?
We got there early because we wanted to park, and we parked toward the end, so we don't have to walk all the way back to the beginning of the parade. So we walk up the first, and we're in a bar. It's me, Purse Pisser, my wife, and 2 of my 3 kids.
Yeah.
So me, Purse Pisser, my oldest, Sam, who's 20. We're sitting there having a couple drinks, and there's this one bartender. She was just smoking hot, just like the hottest bartender I've seen in years.
Sorry, what bar was this? I just want to write this down.
So there's such a busy day. They've got 2 different bars going. So we're in the side bar, so my little one can play air hockey and just keep him entertained. And we're sitting there, and this hot bartender just walks past us. And my buddy looks at me and goes, "Did you just fucking shit, dude?" The hot bartender went from a 9.5 to a 5 because she crop dusted us. So either she farted or her vagina stunk really bad. One of the two.
Ay.
It was awful. It hung. You could
Next segment, Bill. Next segment.
You could ask Ray. It hung for like
Again, this is why
a minute and a half.
Canada has all the porn.
I think you're right. I did learn something today. I don't know if you knew this. And today is Danny Ainge's birthday. Danny Ainge was, I think he played for the Celtics and won. And then he played for the Suns. And I know they got to the championship against the Bulls, but they lost. But Danny Ainge, I did not know this, played in 212 Major League Baseball games as a Toronto Blue Jay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
either.
I had no idea.
No shit.
Yes, prior to playing professional basketball, played professional. Did you know this?
No, I know there's a lot of professional athletes that were all, because baseball back in the day used to have like 200 rounds of draft.
Yeah,
because there's so many different levels and leagues.
But we go on
John
about
Elway was drafted, Tom Glavine was drafted,
and he wasn't bad.
Hockey
like he
players
played
were
from
drafted.
79 to 81, I think, for the Blue Jays. And I go, we make such a big deal out of Michael Jordan going and doing it. Right. We made a huge deal out of Bo Jackson in football, but Deion Sanders. No one, I've never heard of the Danny, and he didn't do it at the same time.
No, much earlier.
Right. He played baseball first, then
I see what you're saying.
Then basketball. What I'm saying is like Deion was playing 2 sports at the same time.
Yeah,
so
was Bo.
It was a much different time though. You didn't have that one specializing in.
No.
I'm playing nothing but tennis, or I'm playing nothing but golf.
Well,
they
didn't make enough money back.
And you had in the winter, you played in the fall, you played football. In the spring, you played baseball.
I'm going to tell you that there's actually no person in Ireland or Europe that would actually be able to do that on a professional level.
Play 2 sports?
Do not.
Never.
No.
Never.
Was it all because it was so focused from the time you were little, or no?
I would say, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
Like you would never see someone turn around and saying, all right, I'm going to play football as a pro, and then I'm going to take 2 years or 3 years as a sabbatical and go play tennis on the ATP tour.
It's just how you're brought up, right? We have all different
You would
sports
get the shit knocked out of you.
Where football is your sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, I was like, wow, look at this
crazy.
Danny
Ainge.
Ainge.
A little bitch anyways.
He was a whiner, was he not?
Was
when
a
he played,
whiner.
he was a pretty good.
Was a whiner.
He was a pretty good GM, I thought, for the Celtics.
Yeah.
He's now with the Utah Jazz, and I think they have the worst record in the NBA. But I was like, wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea that either.
I find that very impressive, and I always think if you can play at the highest level that you can play at both sports, that's.
All right, back to the top.
Okay. Darren?
I'll have a B, please, Bob, for Geldof and the Boomtown Rats.
Yeah.
Don't like Mondays. I would say 1984.
I said 81.
I said 79.
You don't like Monday, the Boomtown Rats, 1979.
Wow.
Minus 12 over there.
Fuck off,
So if
Kev.
you got the title and the artist, right?
You got
That's
title and artist, that's 2. So
and
you're
then I lose 2
4, so you
because
lose
I lose
6.
So, I lose
So what am
2.
I at?
Or 5, so 2, 3, minus 3.
This will be
Minus
the
3.
only time that I am close.
Van Morrison, Into the Mystic.
Didn't even have that.
I'm going to say
Didn't know who he was.
1973.
I said 77.
1970. Van Morrison.
I wasn't even born then.
Neither. Me neither.
You know what? Neither was I. Ha ha.
Shut up, Bill.
Oh, this is the Fray.
It is
Yes.
not the Fray.
Shit.
No,
The Fray are not Irish?
I had no idea.
I actually thought it was the Fray, but I didn't write it down.
Oh.
Anything over there?
For some reason, I thought it was a YouTuber, but it's not.
No, it's not YouTube.
It's Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars.
Okay,
Oh,
I
that's
said
right.
2005.
I said 2003.
2002.
2006 for Snow Patrol.
Yes. 4.
Love this song.
I saw your eyes light up.
That's what my ex-girlfriend used to call me. Breathless.
Who sings it? Do you know?
It was the chorus.
It is the Coors. Breathless.
Oh, I got Breathless. I didn't get Man. I said 2000. Well, your girlfriend sang this to you? I said 06, but I bet it's earlier than that.
It is earlier.
Oh,
I think it is. I said 1997.
Oh, man, I said 85. I must be way off.
Coors, Breathless, year Y2K 2000.
Oh, okay.
Plus
Yeah,
6.
that was great.
So now I'm.
Kevin, you're going to have to do my scores.
-3 right now. Oh, I know this one.
Tin Lizzy.
Yeah.
I said 1978.
Got the title?
What's this?
I don't know. I can't remember the title.
Thin Lizzy Jailbreak 76 is what I said.
79.
Then Lizzie, Jailbreak 1976.
Whoa, buddy!
That's a member's bounce right there.
Got a Danny only score over here. I'll give you -10 for the movie on this one, too.
All right. So this is U2.
It is U2.
Is it Zooropa?
It is not Zooropa. Almost went with Zooropa, but
I
we used
actually
that one.
thought it was Europa.
Oh, Europa? I couldn't
Yeah.
remember the name.
And I said 1997.
I said 97 as well.
It's Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me from U2 in 1995.
95.
Any guesses on the movie?
I said Zoolander, but I don't know why.
Zoolander.
I think because I thought it was Zooropa.
I'm a merman, not a mermaid.
It's from Batman Forever. I believe that's the Clooney Batman.
I actually said Train Spotting.
I believe that's the Clooney Batman. You got anything on this one?
I said the Cranberries Linger 95.
No, it's not Linger. It is the Cranberries.
1993.
1991, the Cranberries. I can't remember what the name of the
The
song
song
is.
is called
96.
Dreams by the Cranberries in 1992.
Oh, I was 1 year off. Jesus.
So that means I'm 2 off. No, 4. This is the Pogues, Honky Tonk Woman 83.
It is the Pogues, Honky Tonk Woman,
86.
1988.
I could hear that Shane McGowan.
Linger.
Yeah.
Did it linger?
Yeah.
So it's minus
He
points.
didn't
For, it's the minus. It's minus points for the years, though, right?
Yes.
39.
I don't even know.
I'm only at minus 42.
I'm well over par.
I think I was right in 5-3.
I'm not even close.
Yeah, I had all single digits, so it's nice.
Ooh.
Bill got his BAC. as a
Yes,
score
I
this
did.
week.
I got my BAC as a score this week. Very nice. All right. Well, it was a pleasure to see you again, Darren.
Bill, pleasure's all yours.
Yes, it is, and I'd like to have you back sometime. Matt, always great as usual. BTB, get out there with the tournament kicking off on Thursday, but also the playing games. They're always fun to watch, and that's tomorrow, and then again on Wednesday, and the tournament kicks off
Thursday
Thursday.
and Friday is America's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Well.
Used to be a lot bigger than it is, though.
I know, and I think that's because everybody can watch wherever
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
And it used to be, you're right, because it was fun. It was like a holiday.
Right. It's
in a
on
way.
everybody's phone now.
Yeah, it's on everybody's phone. But why not go out at least the weekend? Get out there
Yeah.
and watch with buddies, have those
Brunch.
shareables.
Get out there for brunch.
Yeah, it's always
is
a good time
crazy.
at BTB. And for Kevin Muir and another killer game, I'm Bill Moran. We'll
Who
see
won?
you tomorrow. I did.
Oh, Bill won it by a landslide.
Members
it.
bounce.
What's the
Members bounce.
It's because we put the lights on and flashed it so you can see.
It was Morse code. We'll see you tomorrow.
I woke up in a hotel, didn't know what to do. I turned the TV on, wrote a letter to you. The news was talking.